The Erica Kirk rabbit hole just got a whole lot deeper. Shocking revelations from her past are blowing the child trafficking accusations sky high. And while the mainstream media scrambles to mislead and distract the public, we've got the documents and the videos the world has been waiting for. This isn't speculation, this is evidence. And tonight, we're going to show you what they never wanted you to see. Behind the carefully scripted backstory, we find criminal referrals, intelligence contracts, and Israeli connections that lead straight into the heart of Obama's deep state. So the question isn't whether the official narrative is true, the question is, who benefits from the lies and misdirection? Before we dive in, I just want to tell you about an important service that helps you protect your privacy from the deep state. Our partner VP.net isn't just another VPN, it's the next evolution in private browsing, built with unbreakable zero-logging architecture. That means no records, no traces, nothing for the globalists to snoop on. Visit vp.net/TPV for more. Last week, we broke the story that Erica Kirk's backstory doesn't add up. We revealed that her NGO, a Romanian-based charity called Romanian Angels, sent orphans to Israel, the UK, and undisclosed islands. And we revealed that Romanian Angels is linked to long-standing allegations of child trafficking in Romania. When we dropped that report, the mainstream media went into full attack mode. Fact-checkers were deployed, influencers on Israel's payroll were ordered to smear us. Death threats came in. According to fact-checkers, there's no evidence that Erica Kirk's Romanian Angels was accused of trafficking children. They say it's been debunked. But that's a lie. The mainstream media and their so-called fact-checkers are not telling you the full story. They're not even telling you 1% of the truth. We've got the receipts, straight out of Romania. Documents, testimony, and even records showing the prices paid for underage girls. Romanian Angels, co-founded by Erica Kirk and her mother during the Obama administration, ran from 2011 to 2017. And during that same period, something explosive surfaced. Allegations that a child brothel was operating on the NATO airbase in Romania. Anna Maria, a Romanian translator working on that very base, came forward and accused US military personnel of trafficking underage girls. And we're not talking about some fringe figure. As a NATO translator, Anna had access to the highest levels of power. She was in the room with world leaders. She even met Joe Biden, who at the time was serving as Obama's vice president. She named names: Colonel Otto Buscher III and the senior adjutant Lloyd Sparks. She said this had been happening since 2011. How did she know? Because she saw it. Her office was right next to Colonel Buscher's. She says she watched as young girls were brought in and never registered and never accounted for. And that's when she started digging. And that's how the child brothel story that rocked Romania at the time finally came to light. And when Anna Maria's computer broke down, she was accidentally given a replacement laptop that hadn't been wiped. It had belonged to a Romanian employee on the base whose job was to translate Commander Otto Buscher's messages to prostitutes. And those files were still on the hard drive. Not just the conversations, but the amounts paid for sexual services. Later, a man referred to as L in the official records tried to delete those files from Anna Maria's system, but it was already too late. She'd saved them. And today, those files are in our possession. Inside them, clear as day, are the prices, the transactions, that Anna says links to the commander himself. Digital records, hard proof, evidence of the buying and selling of underage girls, some of whom were allegedly kept under armed guard. Now, once again, you'll hear the mainstream media claim over and over again that there's no evidence linking these allegations to the military personnel or linking these allegations to Erica Kirk and her family. The problem is that the mainstream media is refusing to tell you why there is no quote-unquote credible evidence linking the two. And the reason why could serve as a valid explanation for why Erica decided to host her non-profit organisation in Romania of all places. Here's why. In 2001, the US and Romanian governments signed an agreement. Any crimes committed by US personnel on Romanian soil would be investigated exclusively by the US government. Romania has no power to prosecute them. In other words, if Colonel Buscher or anybody else on that base was guilty of operating a child brothel, the public would never know. Because do you really think that the Obama administration, with the likes of Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton and John Podesta, would have prosecuted a case of child sex trafficking? Anna Maria accuses both the US and Romanian governments of a massive cover-up. But maybe it's all just a huge coincidence, and Erica couldn't have possibly known about any of this. Except in Erica's promotional videos for Romanian Angels, she personally thanks Colonel Busher for everything that he's done for her organisation that was connecting orphans with military personnel.
In 2012, Erica Kirk, then Erica Francevy, competed in the 2012 Miss USA pageant as Miss Arizona, started working for Donald Trump, and then immediately after that went to Romania and posted this following video on her Vimeo page 12 years ago.
I believe that we all have angels in our lives, and these are my little angels from Antonio Placement Center in Constanța, Romania.
The person and the organization that she thanks at the end of that video, Colonel Busher and Associa United Hands Romania, have proven ties to child trafficking at multiple different points of their time in Romania. According to ctnews.ro, Associa United Hands Romania had close ties with the U.S. military at the Black Sea Rotational Force 17.1 and at the Mihal Kogalsanu military base. Now, forgive me for these pronunciations, I don't speak Romanian. In this article from January of 2020 from activenews.ro, I translated it, so let me just read it to you. It says, a former translator from the American base in Kogalsanu accuses a real brothel operated here, where minors were brought in. The woman filed a criminal complaint with DICOT, D-I-I-C-O-T, requesting that the Kogalsanu file be connected to the Carousel Develsalu file. DICOT is the branch of the Romanian government that investigates organized crime.
To this day, Erica Kirk has never addressed the allegations against Colonel Busher, never spoken out, never condemned a single accusations tied to that base, even after shutting down Romanian Angels. Which is very strange, considering she's on record thanking a man accused of running a child brothel for helping her coordinate her non-profit organisation in Romania. And when the fact-checkers tell you there's no evidence, ask them about the DICOT criminal referral. It's there in black and white. The entire timeline of accusations tied to this base lines up exactly with the years Erica Kirk was working directly with orphan children. And then suddenly, she shut it down when the Obama administration left office, without ever giving a clear explanation why. Nor has Erica ever explained how she managed to get directly connected with Colonel Busher, or how he became involved with her orphan non-profit in the first place. The most likely link? Her mother, with her deep state ties inside Obama's Department of Homeland Security and Department of Defense. At this point, it's not just Erica who has to answer questions, her mother does too. Because if you think this rabbit hole is deep, you haven't heard anything yet. Erica Kirk's backstory makes less sense than Obama's origin story, and it's tangled up with just as many three-letter agencies. The full report is coming up right after this important word from our sponsor.